You can look at this quote and this quote as something depressing. Or you can look at these sets of words, their meanings, and look at it as a call to action. I don't know if you know it or not, but movies and great literature, they're 3-act stories. There's a structure and pulse points to good cinema and literature. And at the end of the second act, that's when things look darkest. That's when the hero has to come through. And in a classic trilogy like the original Star Wars, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, at the end of Empire Strikes Back, the second movie, that would be the end of the second act in this trilogy. Think about what happened, what the situation was. Han Solo was frozen in carbonite. Luke finds out that Darth Vader's his father, and he gets his hand cut off and he's mechanical, just like good old Dad. And the Rebel Alliance is running away with their tail between their legs. Things don't get much worse than that. And if you are even remotely aware of current events in the world, you might think there's no way. There's no way. And that's always the situation. There's no way. How could they ever come back from this? You have to suspend disbelief in order to throw yourself into the hero's role and experience it. And when I say on Fridays, do something to make the world a better place, it's like Mr. Miyagi saying, wax on, wax off. And if you don't know who Mr. Miyagi is, maybe I'll share those videos with you next week. We'll see. I'll think about that. But wax on, wax off is the same thing. The message is practice. Practice little things so you can do the big things. This class is all about creative problem solving and learning how to learn. So we will get further into all this, and you won't be the coward and the meek. And meek, by the way, has a very interesting history. It means something different today than it meant in the past. So one day we'll get into that, unless you want to study the etymology of that word. All right. Make the most of your Friday. You have some things to do today. I certainly hope you remember, because otherwise it's not going to do anything to make your world a better place. But meanwhile, when you go home this weekend, look for opportunities and do something to make this world a better place, huh?